Dubai has felt like a gold rush for expat investors over the past number of years. But you can't assume that the market is the same as it was. We're now entering a time where it's becoming increasingly more difficult and more competitive. And the truth is, there's many investors out there who are probably going to lose money in the Dubai market if they're not careful. Now, most of the deals we work on are from 5 million dirhams. Why is that? Because this is where we can enter the market and start buying the real premium products that are always going to be in demand when the market, if the market takes a shift. And in this video, I'm going to show you the biggest mistakes that people are making in 2025, what actually drives long-term results in 2025, and how to find new opportunities that really build long-term wealth. Now, for many years, people have bought and flipped properties, and there's still the consensus that you can buy anything and flip it and make money. And this is what a lot of brokers are going to tell you. They're going to tell you that buy anywhere in Dubai, and in the next 12 months, you're going to make 20, 30, 40% on your money. And this is where a lot of investors go wrong. People over leverage, people overspend, people don't really know what they're getting into. I've had it multiple times. Investors have came to me and said, Joe, I've got 2 properties. I'm trying to offload them. I can't sell them. I was promised I could sell them, and now I'm stuck. What should I do? And the truth is, all is what I can offer in that situation is, well, if you want to sell them distressed, I've got plenty of investors who'd be open to snapping them up. But that's not good, because this person who's put their hard-earned money into properties is now left in a situation where they've over-leveraged because they've been promised that they can sell a property, and now they're stuck in a position where they can't get rid of it, and now they're going to lose money. And the reality of it is that flipping properties is not as straightforward as it might seem. And I'm talking about off-plan flipping and also renovation flipping, because they're 2 different types of investment models, and we're going to talk about them in this video. But the fundamentals are always buy in a great location, buy from a reputable developer, make sure you're buying in the right part of the sub-community, make sure you're looking at the floor plan and analyzing what you are buying, and look at the upcoming infrastructure in the next few years. What's really going to happen, and is this property worth investing in? Now, initially, a lot of investors jump into products because they're pressured. They look at this shiny new development. They just assume because it looks amazing on these CGIs that it will make them money. But the truth is, you need to look at the reputation of the developer. You need to see, what is their track record in the market? Have they done anything? If the developer is relatively newer, well, look at their future. What are they bringing to the market? What are they actually delivering, or what is their goal? Are they actually looking at building a credible brand in the Dubai market, or are they just looking to make some quick cash? It's kind of easy to notice if you've been looking in the market for a while, the difference between developers who are just building one building and they're looking to cash in and cash out, versus a developer who is actively looking to purchase multiple plots of land, build tremendous buildings in prime communities, and offer something that others don't. And when we relate that to buying into prime master communities, we need to look at prime developers: Emaar, Nakheel, Maras, Dubai Properties, Aldar. Developers who have got the reputation of being able to build solid master communities. And here I'm specifically talking about off-plan developments. But if we relate that to renovating properties, if we're looking to flip, we again need to be looking into master communities that have got that track record. And I'll name a few that are very successful and will continue to be successful. You've got Jumeirah Gulf Estates, you've got Jumeirah Islands, you've got the Palm Jumeirah, Al Barari, Emirates Hills. And the reason these are so important is that they're always going to attract tenants, buyers, and people that want to live there, with families or couples that want to live near to schools, or even close to the main parts of town. And I always say this to my clients: whether you're renovating a property or buying an off-plan property in today's market, you need to be buying into master legacy communities, communities that will withhold the crashes in the market, the corrections in the market, communities where people are going to be actively living with their families, places where people are not just going to flock away and move off. Now, the next point is diversifying your strategy. And what do I mean by that? Well, I've got many investors that come to me and we actively look for renovation properties. We buy the property, we help them renovate it, we resell it. They make a nice profit. Now we're left with the profit. What do we need to do with that? Well, rather than just putting it all back into a property, if we can leverage the money and use some of the cash that we've actually made from the previous flip and buy some off-plan. And why would we do that? Because then it gives us diversification. It doesn't mean that we're putting all of our eggs into one basket. I'll give you an example. We had a client and we flipped this property, and with the profits, we were able to purchase an Oasis Villa by Emaar and actually side away some of the profits on a payment plan over the next 4 years, while we continue to use the rest of the capital that we had, leverage it from the bank, and continue to build more properties. And this was a very successful model, and it will continue to be successful. Do you see what we did there? We renovated a property, we resold it, we used some of the profits, we bought into a new legacy community by a top tier developer, and the remaining of the profits, we continue to turn that over in the renovation game. See, it's quite simple. And this is how you build true wealth in the market. So my advice is this: don't just rely on one strategy alone. Be prepared for all circumstances. Look at how you can diversify and work with experts who can actually show you how to strategically build wealth in this market. Okay, and the final point I wanted to touch on, and it's about getting expert advice. Now you might just think, oh, here he goes, he's just going to sell us something. No, not at all. Because I've seen many people come to the market, and because they're investing a larger amount of capital, obviously the products look shinier and nicer. And it's very easy to just assume that if you're buying something above 10, 15 million dirhams, it's going to make you a lot of money. And the truth is, I've seen many developments launch from nice developers. Maybe they're flashy villas that are branded in a certain location. And of course, on paper, it seems like a great investment. But I've seen investors overpay massively for their properties. I'll give you one example. Now, Address Villas by Amar. Back in the day, they launched that a few years ago at over 3,000 dirhams per square foot when the market had not seen villas trade at that point. Now, as a result, we saw people reselling these villas at original price up until today. Now, the project is almost ready. And as much as I think the Address brand is very strong, and Amar, of course, one of the best developers, or if not the best developer in the market, that product was priced too high. Now, a lot of investors didn't really make any money on it. And still, even to this day, there is very small premiums for the amount of time that they've waited. And that's why it's always being strategic about what you're purchasing, how much you're purchasing it for, and where you're purchasing the property. So if you're an expat investor and you're serious about investing in this market, all that you need to do is go below, reach out to us, book a strategy call, and we'll help you build the most profitable portfolio in the market. I look forward to seeing you there.